Hello, and welcome to
I Will Say This, Though.
And today we have a very special Christmas-themed episode for you.
We're going to talk about Die Hard, a movie that some people, for some reason, continue to insist isn't a Christmas movie, even though it's about a Christmas party set at Christmas and has several Christmas songs played throughout.
Oh, the weather outside is frightful, but the fire is so delightful.
Yeah, even the friggin' Prime Minister of Canada, Justin Trudeau, as of this recording, has declared Die Hard a Christmas movie, and we can edit that in because he literally says it on camera.
Did he?
Is Die Hard a Christmas movie? Yes.
Yes, Die Hard is absolutely a Christmas movie. There's no question
That is the
about
Prime
it.
Minister of Canada has just confirmed that.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. He's right.
I don't know why I know this, but anyways, and Bruce Willis is wrong.
Well,
Bruce Willis does not consider Die Hard a Christmas movie.
if Die Hard isn't a Christmas movie, here's what gets me. A lot of people watch The Sound of Music every Christmas. And I'm not saying they're wrong to do it, but The Sound of Music is not a Christmas movie. There is no snow in the movie. It is not set at Christmas. There's nothing in there that is Christmassy except the Alps.
Yeah.
And you can watch it at Christmas. That's fine. But if that is a Christmas movie and Die Hard isn't, then you need to readjust your priorities.
I mean, there's no snow in Die Hard either, but
No, that's because it's set in L.A.
yeah. And there isn't going to be snow in future Christmas movies because they're set, post climate change. Mm-hmm. Anyways, what's your favorite Christmas movie, Danny?
My family, we watch the 1951 version of A Christmas Carol every year.
Yeah.
I also really like The Holdovers.
Right. Yeah.
Violent Night is a lot of fun. Psycho, that's a great Christmas movie.
Yeah. Trick or Treat, that's a great Christmas movie.
Krampus is good. I like Krampus. Psycho is not a Christmas movie, but it does have Christmas in it.
That's it?
A little bit. Psycho. So
Psycho takes place at Christmas?
in the background of a few scenes, you can see Christmas decorations. There's an outdoor scene where there's some like Christmas parade stuff on some of the poles, and at the beginning of the movie, it says it's set on like December 11th.
No, that's not Christmas.
No, but it is set in December and has some
Yeah.
Christmassy things in it. But the only reason they set it in December is because they realized after filming some outdoor scenes, oh, there's some Christmas stuff here.
Yeah.
Psycho is not a Christmas movie in the way that Die Hard or Lethal Weapon or Home Alone are.
You know what's my favorite Christmas movie? Tangerine.
Haven't seen that one.
You should.
You told me a little about it.
Yeah. It's another one of those ones that's like set in LA, so there's no snow, but it's set on Christmas Eve. I really like Sean Baker. He's like one of my favorite. He
Right.
might be like currently my favorite director right now. Like my favorite director right now.
Babe has an arc that's set at Christmas time, but it's Australia, so Christmas is in the middle of the summer.
Yeah. I haven't seen Babe.
It's good.
Anyways, we are going to be ranking all the deaths in Die Hard by how hard they die.
Yes.
This
This is what we've all been
Yes.
clamoring for since the movie came out.
Yes.
Finally, a definitive examination of the most scale of hardness for every death in the film.
So Danny's going to be in charge of this one. So he's going to get final say. And because of that, he's also going to define the term. So how would you define a hard death? Like, what are you talking about here, Danny?
Well, hard can mean multiple things. It can mean in terms of difficulty, or, for example, painfulness in this case. A painful death would be higher up. But hard, especially in UK slang, can be tough. Someone who's really hard. And therefore, I think that harder deaths in this will be defined both by just like what a bad time the person went through, but also how badass the scene is.
Yeah.
So someone who dies very bravely or endures a lot before getting killed will rank higher. Someone who just kind of quickly gets shot might go in the middle, because that still sucks.
Yeah.
And someone who dies looking like a little bitch will probably go toward the bottom.
Yeah. And also, explosions and stuff are kind of hard because on one hand, yeah, sure, they're cool, but also it all happens off screen.
Yeah.
So I don't like the deaths themselves. You don't really see. So
I don't know.
I'm
I'm not inclined to put those at the very top.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, let's get to it. And I honestly have trouble seeing, like, I made this tier list and I took screenshots of the movie, but I'm kind of having trouble discerning what's actually going on.
I've got some notes in front of me,
Okay.
so I know what's going on.
Okay,
So first we've got the two Nakatomi employees, the guy at the desk who gives John directions on how to use the computer, and then a security guy.
So let's do them one by one. So the
Yes.
first one, the death scene happens with I think his name is Theo.
It's Theo and Karl.
Yeah, Theo and Karl. So Theo comes in just talking this very lively, casual conversation about basketball, and then Karl shoots the security guard in the head.
2 points.
And
And Theo just seamlessly continues the conversation.
it's
about basketball.
so... It's the first death in the movie. It is so... You went into this knowing it's an action movie, and yet this is still kind of jarring and shocking.
Yeah, this is my. If I'm not ranking this, Danny's ranking this, but this is easily my favorite death in the whole movie because it was
Okay.
just so shocking to me. Like when the first time I saw it, the way that, and it really sets up how psychopathic these villains are.
Yeah.
That they're just having this very casual conversation, and without missing a beat, they just kill a man in the middle of it and just
Yeah.
continue going. So yeah, so that's. But anyway, so Danny, where would you put this?
I'm going to take some marks off for this fact that it is a simple headshot. And the guy didn't see it coming. It's over very quickly. But you're right, just the way... We're not just talking about the death. We're talking about the whole scene around the death. And I'm inclined to put that in A tier.
Yeah, I think that's fair.
Because, yeah, just the way they're casually talking, the way Theo seems utterly unfazed by the fact that
A life.
Karl just drew a gun and killed a man.
Yeah.
Boom! It's startling. It's
It is
shocking.
startling,
It
yeah.
tells you these are really bad guys.
These are really bad guys. Immediately you root for the hero.
Now the security guard, I'm gonna put him probably in a C tier.
Yeah.
He gets shot, and that sucks. I wouldn't want to get shot, but it's not quite as it's just another death in the movie.
Yeah, and at that point the shock value isn't there anymore, so it's just like, the other
They
guy
killed
got
another
shot.
guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He does get shot multiple times though, like in the chest, so it does hurt more, but it's not really nothing to write home about.
Yeah. Next we've got Mr. Takagi,
Get on the jet to Tokyo and ask the chairman. I'm telling you, you're just gonna have to kill me.
Okay.
who is my favorite character in the movie. I find Takagi just so likable, and it would be so easy for this movie, which, it's made in the 80s. Japan is on the rise economically, and a lot of people are very nervous about that. And you can see that in Back to the Future 2. You can see that done in a very racist way in the movie Black Rain. This anxiety over Japanese economic dominance. And Die Hard is a movie that appeals very much to a kind of blue-collar, macho, meathead kind of guy in the way it sets up its story. So I think it is really cool that the Japanese businessman is not Long Duck Dong. He's not...
Well, that's not a Japanese name, but
I
yeah,
know,
what you
but
mean, yeah.
but did they differentiate back then?
No.
The fact that Takagi is this brave, honorable man who dies... he's visibly terrified, but he's holding it together really well. He is so brave and so admirable in these moments.
And he has a
I
great
love this
line. He
character.
has a great line at the beginning where he's joking like,
Pearl Harbor didn't work out, so we got you with tape decks.
I will say this though.
Brilliant.
I will say this though.
Great
Yes, it's good that this the first Die Hard is generally like anti-racism, and there's this really unlikable character that we'll get to later on who's like really racist to like the Middle Eastern people.
Maybe you're pissed off at the camel jockeys, maybe it's the Heaves.
Live Free or Die Hard. John McClane is super fucking racist. There's like this
That's the fifth
Asian
one, right?
The fourth one.
That's the fourth one.
Which, to be clear, I do think is a better movie than people give it credit for. But there's like this this Asian lady henchman character, and he's just so fucking racist and misogynistic about her, and he's just like, oh, this fucking hot Asian ninja chick fucked me up. I'm gonna, I killed her so well. It's just like, I killed your little hot Asian ninja girlfriend.
Is it as bad as Crank 2?
I haven't seen Crank 2, but I
Don't.
Yeah.
Crank 2 makes those Fu Manchu serials you watched look like Everything Everywhere All at Once.
So Live Free or Die Hard, definitely more racist than the first Die Hard. But so Danny, where would you put Mr. I forget his name,
Takagi. So I think Takagi dies in a way he is so hard about it, not like aroused, but I'm gonna give Takagi an S tier because
S tier,
he is
okay.
so fucking brave in this moment.
But we're taking into account that it's just a simple headshot.
Even though it is just a simple headshot, just the details of the scene and the way it's edited. And the reason it's edited that way is because Alan Rickman couldn't stop himself from flinching when he fired the prop gun.
Oh, yeah.
But
R.I.P.
Alan Rickman. Great actor.
Yeah.
By all accounts, good dude. I'm going to give Takagi an S tier just because he goes out with his chin up.
Yeah.
Tony.
So he just falls down the stairs and break his neck.
He gets beaten up pretty badly. They go downstairs and break his neck. And then he has "Now I Have a Machine Gun,
Yeah.
ho ho ho."
I don't think we should count that as part of the death.
I think we've got to.
That happens after he dies.
Yeah, but it's
that's
relevant
not the
to
death
his-
scene. It's a separate scene. You know,
Right,
like,
if
it's
we're not
the same
counting,
scene.
then
We're just counting him falling down the stairs and breaking his neck.
all right. That's a bad way to go. But if we were to count the "Now I Have a Machine Gun,"
Okay.
I'd put it in S tier. But if we won't, all right, B tier. It's a fairly brutal death.
Okay, I guess falling down the stairs and breaking.
It's not quite as startling as the security guard. Kareem's got the ball.
Yeah, I was gonna put that in F tier because it's just falling down the stairs and breaking a neck, and it just over pretty quickly. Even though John McClane plays with his corpse later, but like,
Yeah. I think it's a fairly brutal way to go,
Yeah.
honestly. And the fight they have before, you are policemen. There are rules for policemen.
yeah, I guess it's
Boy,
fair.
that line didn't age well. Now we've got Heinrich.
Who just gets shot, right?
Yeah, So Marko and John are in kind of a Mexican standoff, and then Heinrich runs in with a gun, and John immediately shoots him. So Heinrich, I don't know, C.
Yeah, I guess it's fair. Like getting shot. Yeah, I guess that's fair.
Now Marko's death.
Next time you have a chance to kill someone, don't hesitate.
Thanks for the advice.
When you have to shoot, don't talk.
Also, we should address the fact that it really looked like Marko might have got shot in the dick.
Yeah.
And that's a bad time.
Yeah.
And then they throw him out a window. Again, that's after he's dead. But
Right, to
that's
signal the cops
To let Al know, yeah.
Al, yeah.
so. I'm inclined to put this in A tier just
Yeah, I
because
think
the
it's pretty
awesomeness of that exchange.
Yeah.
Good advice. The SWAT team guys who get blown up by
It's just
Vigo the Carpathian. If you may have already noticed this in Die Hard, but one of the bad guys, James, we'll get to him in a second. He's played by Norbert Gruppe, a.k.a. Wilhelm von Homburg, who was Vigo in Ghostbusters 2, and he's also got a memorable supporting role in the Mouth of Madness, which is an excellent movie.
Yeah.
They shot that all up in Markham.
Right. So.
But these guys just kind of explode.
But do we want to put it on the same tier as the people who we actually see die, though? Because that's the thing I said earlier about explosions.
Yeah.
It's just an explosion. You don't see their actual deaths, and it's just all from far away.
Yeah, it doesn't have as much impact.
Yeah, honestly. I mean, oh, wait, no, that's not Johnson and Johnson. They die in the second explosion. Do we even know the people who die in this scene? They're just in a tank and they die, right?
Yeah, there are a bunch of SWAT team guys, but
Yeah.
I think we get some shots of their faces, but it barely registers that, like,
Yeah.
I guess we're aware, because, like, John's mad.
Aren't you motherfucker? You made your point. Let him pull back.
Like, a bunch of cops just got killed, but,
Yeah.
like, it doesn't have as much impact as the security guard getting shot.
So this next person, is it?
So this is actually two characters at once.
characters
Their
at
names are
once.
James and Alexander. James is Norbert Gruppe.
Right.
And John blows them both up with C4.
Geronimo, motherfucker.
It does not have as much impact either, in my opinion, for the same reason. It would have been cool to see him fight Norbert Gruppe and, like, shoot the guy in the head or something. But, again, because it's just a kind of impersonal explosion, he drops a bomb down the elevator shaft and they are killed.
Right.
It's not quite the same.
Yeah.
Harry Ellis.
Ooh, this guy. Yeah. I love this scene.
Hans Gruber's a bad man. But Harry Ellis is just a fucking waste of space.
Yeah, you know how like some characters is like the main character is like literally Hitler, but this character is like that annoying teacher that you have that you just personally hate because they like
Dennis Nedry versus Velociraptors.
Yeah, casually racist all the time. You know what I mean?
he's pretty racist.
Yeah.
Maybe you're pissed off at the camel jockeys. Maybe it's the Hebes.
The first Die Hard is the most anti-racist. They become more racist as they go. Well, not.
Yeah.
The first three are generally pretty anti-racist.
You could certainly make the case that Die Hard 1 is a conservative film, and
Yeah.
you would not be wrong entirely.
Yeah.
I could make the case that I think it's politically kind of centrist.
Other than
it's anti-elite, but it's not necessarily anti-left.
Let's be honest. We were talking about this earlier. John McClane, anti-elite person who's like, yes, he votes for Trump thinking that Trump has his best interests in heart.
I could see it.
Especially in the later movies where he's like, oh, cross-dressing sucks, and he's like I mentioned earlier, Live Free or Die. He's like pretty like misogynistic towards that the Asian bad guy, the Asian female bad guy.
Yeah,
he's like he's definitely the yes, Trump tells it like it is sort of guy. He's not one of those rich billionaires.
The guy Sam Jackson played would be so disappointed in him.
Yeah. But
anyway, so Harry Ellis's death is the least hard in the way that Takagi's is the most hard, because Takagi is brave and Harry is a whining, sniveling.
No, listen. I will say this though.
But that scene is good.
He's not. He sucks. This character is a bad person, but he's not a coward. Let's be honest. He walks right up to Hans Gruber and's like, I want to negotiate. He's stupid.
He's very he's
confident. He's confident in his stupidity, but he's not a coward.
Well, once he realizes that he's not going to be able to talk his way out of this, it is true that he volunteers to go up and talk to them, but that's because he thinks it's going to help his chances of surviving.
Yeah.
And once he realizes that this is not going to go his way, the look of just absolute pants-shitting terror on his face.
Mm-hmm.
John.
John, you gotta help me.
Yeah, and he drinks some Diet Coke and then he gets shot off screen. But even though it's off screen,
he had some non-Diet Coke earlier in the movie, if you take my meaning.
I was just making a call. Missed something.
But even though it's off screen, it is still a very shocking scene.
It's effective.
And in fact,
just
it's more
hear the
effective
gunshot.
because it's off screen, because you just see the reactions of
Yeah.
the people, the other hostages. And there's that great scene later where, the elite expert person who went to university.
Dr. Haseldorf, what can we expect in the next few hours?
Well, Gail, by this time, the hostages should be going through the early stages of the Helsinki syndrome.
Which is not what it's called.
And, educated people...
Not even real.
Educated people are bad. They don't understand what it's like.
There's a bit of that.
But anyways, so where would you put his death?
This is a tricky one because it depends on the criteria. I think his death makes him look more like a little bitch than any other death in the movie, which makes me want to give it an F. But at the same time, it is a very effective scene.
Yeah.
And once again, we're seeing the bad guys just murder a man in cold blood. They don't care.
And you hear desperation in John McClane's voice, because even though this guy, he sees this guy's competition.
Tell them I don't know you!
Yeah, he's still, trying to save his life.
Hans, this asshole is not my friend. I just met him tonight. I don't know him. Jesus Christ, Ellis, these people are going to kill you. Tell them you don't know me.
He did everything he could to save them.
I would put it in A. That's where I would put it. But, Danny...
I'll give it a B.
A B, yeah, okay.
With the big asterisk that his death is really dumb. If he had just shut his goddamn mouth and, ironically, been more cowardly, been more smart in his cowardliness, he would have made it out alive. Because none of the other hostages die.
Yeah.
The pregnant lady, Holly, they're all fine at the end.
Yeah, Holly's also a badass. It really sucks that as the movies go on, she just sort of disappears.
Yeah, and that's another thing I like about it, is that Holly does the same thing that Ellis does, but she's way smarter. She goes to Hans and says, can we move up a couch? Can we take bathroom breaks?
And she's not racist to Middle Eastern people.
Yeah, or Jews.
Camel jockeys, maybe it's the Hebes.
I saw this at in a theater, just at the beginning of December, just as a Christmas screener or whatever, and they were like booing, what's his name again? Ellis?
Harry Ellis.
Harry Ellis so hard when
he's such an unlikable character, and I think that's another way that you can make the case the movie is not conservative. Is this guy is the epitome of Reaganomics, 80s corporate culture, and we hate him.
And more so, Die Hard 2, Die Harder, the bad guys are literally the pro.
It's Oliver North.
It's all about Iran-Contra, which I think is so funny.
Yeah.
Anyways, what's this next?
This is Franco. I think Franco gets a pretty hard death. John shoots his knees out. No, wait. No. The next one's Franco. Sorry, this is Fritz. Fritz just kind of gets shot when he's coming out of the elevator with a gun. John is faster on the trigger, and he blows this guy away. So I'm inclined to put Fritz probably in the C tier.
Yeah, same with all the people who just get shot. Yeah.
I would, however, like to quickly observe that Fritz looks like the front man of a late 80s metal band when they started hiring these guys less for musical ability and more for their male model good looks and long flowing tresses.
Yeah.
He looks like a less ripped Fabio. It's great.
That makes sense.
Really entertaining character.
And the next guy,
Franco. So Franco gets his knees shot out, and then his head goes through a plate glass window.
Yeah.
That is a rough way. So, what do you think, A?
I would put it in an A, but we don't know much about the character, which is the thing.
But it's one of the more brutal deaths in the movie.
Yeah, I would not want it. It's definitely, like, I think the hardest in the sense that he goes through the most.
I think Karl probably goes through the most.
Oh, yeah, we'll get to him.
We'll get to Karl. Now we've got Uli, who is, he's the guy who steals the chocolate bar. He's the one Chinese bad guy.
Oh, yeah. Wait. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
He just opens the door, gets shot. Yeah.
And that actor, he's also one of the bad guys in Big Trouble in Little China. Even though he just dies by getting shot, the way the sound is done on that scene, it feels more brutal. So I'm going to put it in B tier, because he gets shot like a bunch of times in the chest, and it's quite loud.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh my god, it's not just a quick little headshot.
That's true.
Now we've got Johnson & Johnson.
Oh, it's just
and the other guys in the helicopter.
Yeah.
You want to hear something disappointing? You might already know this. So one of the Johnsons, the white guy with the horrible fish lips and the bad acne scarring, and yes, I will make fun of his appearance because he, in recent years, got big into making right-wing propaganda.
Oh.
He directed the film My Son Hunter about how Hunter Biden is the most notorious criminal in America.
Why?
Yeah. And he's also got the funniest line in Showgirls.
Must be weird not having anybody come on you.
Oh, okay. Well, screw that guy.
Yeah, he sounds like a real piece of shit.
I mean, not to defend Hunter Biden.
Oh, whatever. Hunter Biden had a drug problem and he filled out a form wrong.
Yeah.
If we're going to talk about corruption in political families, Hunter Biden is a footnote right now.
Yeah, that's true.
Eddie
Eddie
is one of the more visible of the bad guys because he does a lot of the talking at the desk.
Yeah.
He's got that slightly menacing southern accent.
Evening, officer. What can I do for you?
But his death feels kind of like an afterthought.
Yeah, he just gets shot in the head and it's very brief and you just don't see him anyway.
He's there at the final standoff, so I think that's another C tier.
Okay.
Hans's death. He gets shot in the shoulder, which is already pretty rough, and then he goes through the window and falls.
Still pause.
I think we gotta put Hans in S tier.
I mean, yeah, I guess.
It's not the most painful death in the movie, but like
remember,
the visual of him falling is so good.
Yeah, okay. I would put him lower just because we're ranking the death rather than because I mean, don't let me influence you because yes, it's a great death. I do find it kind of jarring how shocked he looks when he starts to fall.
Do you know why?
I know why, because they didn't tell Alan. They were like, "Oh, we're gonna count to 3," and then they didn't count to 3. So
it's
Alan
a real Home Alone 1, 2, 10.
Yeah,
moment.
but the thing is, like, he seems so unfazed before that point that it almost seems like he's breaking character when he looks, just how shocked he looks when he falls.
I never got that.
Because it's like he doesn't look scared up until that point.
Before I knew this behind-the-scenes detail, I just thought, like, wow, Alan Rickman's doing a really good job looking stunned, because he's a good actor.
I feel like he shouldn't be stunned, because why would he be surprised that he's falling? He's watching him unbuckle the watch.
Hans feels like a guy who thinks he's invincible.
But
I'm an exceptional thief. Alexander wept because he's got serious delusions of grandeur about himself.
But that's the thing, though. I think his illusions of grandeur would lead him to be like, I'm falling, but whatever. I will live on. You know, like
this is the moment when he realized, oh shit, I have lost. There is no way back from this.
The other thing is, he was trying to shoot them, but why would you shoot them if you're connected to them?
It's very stupid of him.
Yeah.
Because Hans isn't as smart as he thinks he is.
Okay, but yeah, it's fair to put it in 8.
Now we've got Karl. So Karl, we think he's dead when John beats him up and like chains him to the thing, and that is technically a different scene than the one in which he dies, because his actual death is that he just gets shot. But the whole business with the chain, I'm going to count that because we thought he was dead, and that does still contribute to the overall bad time he has throughout this film. And his brother gets his neck broken. So I'm going to put him. What do you think, A tier? Because it's one of the more painful experiences in the movie.
I do think we should move some of these to B, because I feel like A tier is like too crowded now.
Yeah,
but I definitely do see
putting
him in A tier, but like, you know, maybe like that one.
Who's this
like,
guy?
Yeah, exactly right. The one who like was shot through the table.
Oh, that's such a good scene.
Yeah, but is it?
We don't have anyone in F tier.
I mean,
do we need an F tier?
Maybe not. None of these deaths are necessarily bad. You know what I mean? But other than none of these are bad. Like,
who would you bump down to B?
The one who got shot through a table. Like, definitely it's a good death, just not like on the same level as these other ones, right? Yeah, I think that's good.
Yeah, all right, I'm content with this. Special bonus video. Jimmy is now going to quickly rank all the Die Hard movies.
Oh, yeah. Okay, so obviously 1 is first. Definitely the first. Nothing compares to that. After that is Die Hard with a Vengeance. Number 3 with him and Sam Jackson.
And Jeremy Irons.
Yeah. It taught me the 5-gallon jug and 3-gallon jug. First, it's the most cerebral Die Hard action movie for some reason, because it's all about him solving riddles, which I think is so interesting for like a John McClane character. Like,
it's a change of pace. That's one of the things I like so much about the Robert Pattinson Batman movie.
Yeah,
is it's the first Batman movie where he's an actual detective.
But Batman is the character is generally known to be pretty cerebral to begin with. John McClane not so much.
He's supposed to be, but the movies rarely. Very rarely carry that across. I guess he solved a lot of riddles in the 60s movie.
Yeah. But the reason is because all of these movies were originally another property that got turned into a Die Hard movie. So Die Hard 3 was originally a separate movie called Simon Says that got turned into a Die Hard sequel. So after Die Hard 3, it will go Die Hard 4, actually, even though, like I mentioned, it's definitely the most racist and misogynistic one. Or at least it
didn't Kevin Smith write the screenplay to that one?
No, but he's in it.
Okay, I thought he was a writer on it for some reason.
I don't think so. I don't think that it doesn't feel like
Justin Long's
Smith
in that
movie.
one, right?
Justin Long is it. It doesn't feel like a Kevin Smith movie.
All right.
It has Mary Elizabeth Winstead in it, which is great. I really think they should have just done a sequel with like, because that's what I think they should do, is have a funeral for John McClane since Bruce Willis retired from acting due to dementia.
He can.
And have something happen at the funeral that then forces Mary Elizabeth Winstead, Lucy McClane, to have to defeat the terrorists.
Yeah,
like they're
just
terrorists.
Make a spin-off all about her.
Yeah, terrorists trying to attack them at the funeral to get revenge on John McClane or something.
And the whole movie is set in the funeral home.
Yeah, or
like the first one is all
it's like
in the
it's like a hotel, like they're doing the funeral home in a hotel.
This sounds great.
Yeah, and then
it could be
Lucy
great if
McClane
you did it right.
has to save John McClane's family.
And Mary Elizabeth Winstead, like, she can do action. Like, she was totally badass in Birds of Prey.
But the thing is, the point of Die Hard is it's a character who doesn't necessarily feel like they belong in an action movie.
And that's the problem with making that many sequels.
Yeah, and we'll get to that.
On your tombstone, it should read, always in the wrong place, at the wrong time.
How about yippee-ki-yay, motherfucker!
But then after, so it's 1, 3, 4, then 2, Die Harder, Die Hard 2, Die Harder, which just feels like a rehash of the first one, which is weird because like Die Hard 3, it was originally not a Die Hard sequel. That got it was another movie that turned into a Die Hard sequel, but it feels so much like a rehash.
Well, after Die Hard, the first one was such a big hit that for a while in the 80s, you would pitch most action movies to be like, it's Die Hard but on a train, it's Die Hard but on a ski resort. And a lot of these got made as just standalone Die Hard-esque action movies.
Yeah.
And you could make the case that The Raid is Die Hard in an apartment building in Jakarta. And you'd be right, and The Raid is awesome. But a lot of these just got made as standalone action movies, but a few of them, at some point, got retooled as actual Die Hard sequels.
Yeah. That's probably what happened to this one. But it's funny, before we move on, I just want to say, if I were to do a ranking deaths in Die Hard 2, this is spoilers. Danny, do you care about?
No.
Okay. So the S tier would be when the plane full of innocent people crashes and dies, because that was generally shocking. I wasn't expecting that to happen. But F tier would be when the plane full of bad guys die, because it's the most nonsensical plane explosion that ever happened.
Plane full of bad guys?
No. What happens is, so it's leaking.
You're flying Bad Guy Airlines. We'll be flying 666,000 feet.
So it's leaking gas behind it, right? It's leaking gas as it's trying to take off. It's leaking a trail of gas. John McClane lights the gas on fire on one end. The fire follows the flame.
And this is when he says, yippee-ki-yay, motherfucker?
Yippee-ki-yay, Mr. Falcon.
And then it jumps up the stream of gas that's coming down into the gas tank of the plane and makes it explode. That's not how gas works.
The thing about gas is it's not actually the gas that burns, it's the fumes.
No, but that's not even the
fumes will
point.
be rising.
Fire would not be... But that's not... No, like, think about it. If you're pouring gas from a bottle into a flame, the fire doesn't burn up the stream of gas into your hand.
Imagine a can of Your Earth gasoline. Pour it over a ball.
And then the canister explodes and you lose a hand. Like, that's not how gas works. It's the dumbest thing because gravity pulls the gas down. So even if it were to burn the gas, gravity will pull it down as it's burning the gas.
Okay.
Anyways.
I don't know much about explosions.
And then F tier, neither do the people who wrote Die Hard 2. And then and then the worst Die Hard movie is the last one, A Good Day to Die Hard, where Bruce Willis is now a fucking geriatric-looking motherfucker, but he's somehow more invincible than when he was younger.
Yeah.
Like, remember Die Hard 1 when it was this big deal that he was barefoot because he took, like,
he's extremely invincible in the first one.
Yeah, he's extremely fragile, and that was the point.
That's why it's good.
Yeah, because back then it wasn't like he's like an Arnold Schwarzenegger big tough guy. He was just a very fragile everyman, right?
But at this point, Bruce Willis was best known as a comedy actor.
Yeah. And then, but it's not as funny as A Good Day to Die Hard, where he's the most geriatric, frail-looking guy, but he's still like punching guys out unconscious. Yeah. And he gets thrown through so many floors of glass without a single hit. Yeah. Without a single like HP damage. Anyways, and the whole movie sucks too. So yeah, so that's my ranking 1, 3, 4, 2, 5. And yeah, so Merry Christmas, you filthy animals.
And a Happy New Year.
So yeah, thanks for listening. Like and subscribe.
Like and subscribe. I feel like I want to... Part of me wants to find another Angels with Filthy Souls quote to use here, but...
Ooh, yippee-ki-yay, motherfuckers.
Yippee-ki-yay, Mr. Falcon.